3 reasons you should not ride a motorcycle.
Roll that intro.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.
Anonymous Biker USA, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, smash the bell for future notifications, and give it a thumbs up as it all helps the channel. So let's get into it. I watched a video from Flipna from Shade Tree Army. You can see him right here. And he was on a road glide, which he was not accustomed to riding. And he spoke about confidence as a rider. And I thought it was a really good video because even though Flip has been riding for a while, the road glide was new to him. So he was cautious when riding on some of those roads he was on as he was learning the bike. So we've all been on group rides or ridden with people, and you got home and shook your head and said, that guy shouldn't be riding a bike. You all know it. So 3 reasons you shouldn't be riding a motorcycle. Number 1, you lack self-discipline. Now, I don't mean you should be at the gym 5 days a week and eating perfect, not that kind of self-discipline, but self-discipline when it comes to honing your riding skills. No matter how good a rider you are, how long you've been riding, or what kind of bike you're riding, we all can get better through practice. Now, whether that's 30 minutes a month, 30 minutes a week, depending on your schedule. Riding in a straight line is easy. Everybody can do it. But how many people, when they're riding, are able to maneuver at slow speeds? It's not the most fun, but doing those slow maneuvers in a parking lot, those U-turns, those braking drills, the braking drills and swerving to avoid obstacles, all those things create muscle memory and reflexes that allow you to be able to do it in a real life situation. So how many riders out there watching this commit to an actual practice session, and how often? Or at the beginning of end of your ride, you throw something in to help you with your skills. I watch Jerry Palladino ride like a pro a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you do also. And I try to do his drills fairly often to try and keep sharp, especially on this big bagger. Smaller bikes and mid-size, I'm very, very, very comfortable with those. When it comes to these bigger baggers, you gotta really keep sharp on riding. Many of you out there practice slow maneuvers, braking, you know, making full lock turns from a stop on an intersection on a hill, all that kind of stuff where you're learning and constantly evaluating where your friction zone is, how to properly apply your throttle in certain situations, and so on. So self-discipline in terms of practice can always be a better rider. Second person who should not be riding a motorcycle, you lack spatial awareness. Spatial awareness is probably the number 1 most important thing when riding, especially in traffic. If you have a car that has dings and dents all over it because you hit the person in front of you in a parking lot, or you back into the same pole all the time, you probably shouldn't be on a motorcycle. Being able to judge speed and velocity of incoming and outgoing objects, merging in your lane, and creating that pocket that we all search for when we ride is crucial to having a safe ride and not running into problems. Being able to anticipate. Same with the car, but 100 times more important on a bike. So spatial awareness, if you lack it, you probably shouldn't be on a bike. Trying this new camera angle with the GoPro 8. Tell me if you all like it. Flipknot talked a lot about that with confidence and riding, and your confidence is only going to get better with more riding, but more riding that is done with practice.
And like I said earlier, I've been getting a lot more confident with the large bars right here.
Effective riding, not just going out and doing things wrong, but practicing the right things often. You know, body position, head and eyes, friction zone, boots and jeans riders. Rich always does good tutorials as well. You can check those guys out. Third person who shouldn't be riding a motorcycle, and everybody knows one, and they're in everybody's group. You're a know-it-all. No matter how long you've been riding, no matter what kind of bike it is, you know every answer. If you're a know-it-all, it means you're not open-minded enough to try to learn new ways of riding or new styles of bikes. And you've probably been riding a long time and doing a lot of things the wrong way because you're a know-it-all. Now, most of you I know that watch my channel, just because of the comments, I know you guys are open-minded, and I'm sure you do practice. But leave it in the comments if you know one of those people when it comes to riding. You know everything there is to know about riding. I don't know a third of things there is to know about riding, and I'm constantly trying to watch videos and instructional tapes on how to get better as a rider, just in general and situational items. So if you're one of those three people, you probably shouldn't ride a motorcycle. I want everybody to ride, but we need good riders because that helps all of us, especially in group rides. There's always the Yahoo who wants to rip up in front of you, slow down, do a wheelie, and screws up everything, and that person is pretty much jeopardizing the whole pack. And I don't know how many people ride in groups or don't ride in groups, but that's a lot of reason people don't like riding in groups for that reason. So skill levels are often not even in group rides. So when I started, I came from the sport bike world, so I was always riding sport bikes, and then I got into a cruiser. I went to a mid-size cruiser to learn, and then I wanted to learn how to ride a big bagger, so I got this, and I learned on this, and I'm still learning on this, because riding this 900-pound bike is a vast difference than any other bike, sport bike or a mid-size cruiser. If you can do a 26-foot U-turn, practice till you can do a 24. If you can do a 24, get a 20. If you're getting 20-foot U-turns, both left and right, that's pretty good. But you can actually get it down to 18 or 16 feet, full lock. That's really good. I'm not there yet. I'm practicing though. So you leave it in the comments below. How many riders do you know, like the ones I just mentioned? How many riders do you know that shouldn't be riding and need more practice? I'm all for riders, but the better riders we have, the safer the entire motorcycle community will be, the less statistics there will be, and the more people may be accepting of motorcycles because people's skill levels are higher, therefore eliminating more risks while riding. Now the risks are still present, but they can be drastically reduced with better skills. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, don't forget.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.